What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counter Punch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Daniel Dubois. The British fighter has spoke a bit about him and his sparring session between heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua. He says that Anthony Joshua was sent to the canvas during a sparring session with fellow UK heavyweight Daniel Dubois, according to the 21-year-old. Okay. He went on to say, he revealed to Telegraph Sport how he sparred with heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua during his time with the GB Olympic squad. Okay. And he claimed he knocked him out. Now, I would like to hear what Anthony Joshua had to say, if he will make a statement about this, but again, this is sparring. But a lot of people that watch this channel have to understand about sparring. You have different levels in people's in sparring. You have different levels in training. Now, what does this mean? That means that Daniel Dubois can punch. Everyone knows that the man can punch. He just knocked out his last opponent. He knocked out Mr. Richard. And Larte. So he knows how to punch. He's a tall, lean heavyweight, and a guy like Daniel Dubois is a future contender or a future opponent for Anthony Joshua. I'm quite sure of it. And this adds fuel to the fire to me, if it's true or not. We've heard sparring stories about a lot of fighters. Okay, this is sparring. Is this an official match? No, this is training. Training, you learn a lot about each other. You learn about the punching power, and you also learn the skill set of a fighter. Now, he said the heavyweight champion when he was 21 years old. This hasn't been that long ago. However, it is something to build on, especially for momentum for Daniel Dubois, to have this type of rumor circulating, especially an unbeaten guy like Daniel Dubois that is in talks with fighting guys like Joe Joyce. Now, that would be a fight that I want to see. I don't know if Joe will take that fight. He said he will. He said he'll fight Anthony Joshua on short notice. So we'll see what he does. He called out Luis Ortiz at one point. So we'll see what Mr. Joyce does. But I would still like to see him in there with someone like Joe Joyce first, because sparring is different. I remember when Golovkin sparred Canelo, and nobody can't find that footage. I would love some of that footage. I'm sure someone recorded that shit, and they said that Golovkin tore into Canelo's ass, hurt him a few times. But that wasn't the case, of course, when they fought, though. You see what I'm saying? And that was a long time ago from the time they fought versus from the time they sparred. Okay, so this here not being that long ago is a little bit more intriguing simply because Daniel Dubois is a young, hungry fighter that's climbing up the ranks, knocking people out. He has good punching power. He's rangy. He's tall. He has the reach. Okay, he's the same height as Anthony Joshua. So if that happened with Anthony Joshua, that tells you that this guy can punch, and he is capable of sending him to the canvas again if he sent him to the canvas. See, a lot of people look at sparring like, oh man, it's just sparring. But sparring means a lot. Sparring is the practice, exercise, playground of what's to come on the real event night, on the day. Okay? So this is something that you work on, because how you train is how you fight. That's a fact. So a person like Daniel Dubois, he keeps winning. Of course, these rumors didn't spring out of thin air. They have to have some truth to them. Now he's admitting them. At first, he didn't really have a lot to say, regarding the matter. But now he's came out and said, yeah, I knocked out Anthony Joshua. So that's big. That's a big ego booster for Daniel Dubois. You know what I mean? Hey, I knocked out the unified heavyweight champion of the world during sparring. You know what I mean? So, you take it for what it is. but it's definitely a build to the next big British showdown. You know what I mean? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think. I'll leave the link in the description box, of course. Let you guys take a look at it, read it, process it. But tell me what you think. Leave a comment below in the comment section. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.